Hey, we're gonna do a facial hair makeup tutorial. Just start off with your regular face makeup, contouring and everything, and get started. You'll need your wig and a reference picture so you can get all the colors and shapes right. And then you're gonna start off with eyeshadow for the basic shape. I'm doing this for Tony Stark, but you can do this for any character with a beard. I just start off shaping it with some eyeshadow that's a little bit lighter or a lot lighter than the color of your wig and the color of your character's facial hair. This is to kind of make a guideline for yourself as well as darken up the past shape. This isn't for stubble really, though I suppose this could apply to doing stubble. So I guess this is just what's happening. A lot of people requested this tutorial, so I thought I should deliver. I go in a little bit darker here, and if you feel like it's too dark or too light, this is why layering is super important. If it's too dark, you can go in with the makeup wipe and just lightly tap it, or go in with the makeup powder brush like I'm doing and just dab it a little bit to soften the color. Again, if it's lighter, you should always do layering, it's always a lot safer to do that instead of just going all in. Next, just check up on it and do any touch-ups that you feel necessary. First step done! Bam! Not too hard. Now we're gonna go in with an eyebrow pencil. This one is a dark brown, and you go in with just a hair texture. If you're doing just stubble and not an actual beard, it might be better to do dots instead of the line texture that I'm doing, or using a stipple sponge. Facial hair doesn't usually look too clean, so going outside of your guidelines is completely fine and probably suggested. Try not to make your lines too precise either. Make sure to look at your reference picture and figure out where the hair is growing and in what direction. If you mess up, you can always go in with a makeup wipe and just clean that up a little bit. Again, this doesn't look too realistic, but for cosplay makeup, I find that it does just fine. Again, another checkup, fix anything you want to, or even it out. I'm going to go in with a darker eyeliner and just add a little bit more texture and depth. This is optional and it completely depends on what color your character's hair is. Again, this isn't amazing looking, but especially from a distance and in pictures and musicallys or whatever you're doing, it looks pretty good. And this isn't going for a completely realistic look, this is going for a cosplay makeup look. I usually find that making the darker hairs a little bit smaller and a little bit more sparse works really well for me, since I don't want it to become too dark or too thick or lose the texture. I go in a little bit below my jaw as well, just to create a little bit of consistency. Again, doing a little bit of touch-ups, even it out if you need to. I went a little bit too high on one end and wanted to clean that up. You might want to have some concealer or foundation on hand if you can't get all of it off, or get some of your concealer or foundation off when you're wiping off, and touch that up a little bit, and you're good. You're almost done. Go in with a powder brush if you feel like the lines are a little bit too intense and you want to soften them up a little bit. It's completely completely optional, and you're done. It's pretty easy. I probably should have darkened it up a little bit, but I'm pretty happy, and that just goes to show that you still need to practice a lot. You probably won't get it done the right time, but I'm pretty happy.